If you're already up here, finish your numbers, and then after this little group, we'll pause, and you'll still get one more chance.
Great. We're good? Okay. So now, what are our connections in the world beyond this faith community? Okay, we're going into that last part of the covenant. Growing up in church, I learned some lessons that were contradictory. God so loved the world, but the world was other, and other was bad. Something to guard against. Don't be tainted by the world God so loves. What? I've come to believe there is no us and them. We are the world. Come on, 80s. We are the children. But wait, I just said in our last section on community that we need each other to live counterculturally. And isn't that the same as saying church good, world bad? Allow me to clarify. Some of the mainstream values of our world, like the obsession with violence, the relentless pursuit of wealth and power, are not Jesus' values. So yes, let's help each other resist those and live a different way. That's not the same as saying the people of the world are to be resisted. The people of the world include us, beloved of God. And all those people outside the church are also equally beloved of God. Again, we are the world. We are the... Sorry, I love that. Our covenant encourages loving connections with the world that we are part of. Love your neighbor as yourself, Jesus taught. Our neighbor is literally living beside us and across from us. Our neighbor is our coworker and our boss. Our neighbor is our fellow student and our teacher. Our neighbor is the grocery clerk and the gas bar attendant. Our neighbor is the person we are unlike, the person we do not understand, the person we are even scared of. Our neighbor is the country we are unlike, the country we do not understand, and the country we are scared of. Our neighbor is our friend, and our neighbor is our enemy. So when we sign the FaithWorks covenant, we are saying that our intention is to connect in loving ways with our neighbors, whoever they may be. We might pray, we might give, we might talk, we might smile, we might help, we might learn. There's as much variety in the expression of this part of the covenant as there is in the rest of it. It is exciting when we open ourselves to those possibilities. Now, the part about relational evangelism, that feels a little uncomfortable for some of us. We've grown up with the teaching that we need to make friends with non-Christians so that we eventually have an opportunity to convert them. I think we need to abandon that idea. I think it's manipulative. I don't want friendship with anyone who has an ulterior motive. Friendship is born out of mutual affection and respect, nothing more and nothing less. So if we can let that old idea go and return to the example of Jesus, we're going to see he shared the love of God by being good to people. And of course he taught them. But the crowds were drawn to him in the first place because he healed them. He met them at their point of need and he took care of them. So if we want to be like Jesus in the world God so loves, then we're going to let love speak for itself with no ulterior motives and no hidden agenda. And then, if asked, how can we possibly love people who we are unlike? How can we possibly love people we do not understand? How can we possibly love people we are afraid of? We can humbly say it's because of Jesus. Jesus has shown us how. Jesus has done it. And that, in my view, is relational evangelism. I can do that. And finally, we pray. We pray for our world. We pray for its leaders. We pray for peace. And thank God there's a ceasefire in. Oh, sorry. Thank God there's a ceasefire in Gaza. Starting Sunday. Such a long road to peace in that region, but it's a start, right? It's what we've been praying for. So we pray. Sorry, tears. I was hoping the guys would cry tonight, not me. Praying for our world connects us in a real, powerful way to our human family around the globe because it lifts our gaze beyond our individual selves and our faith community. So we pray. And we keep praying, and we pray, and we pray, and we pray for peace over and over and over again. There are so many more dots out there, so many more connections waiting to be made. So let's come connect the rest of the dots, and then I'll wrap it up.
Our efforts need to be focused on puzzle number 2. 1 and 3 are almost done.
So check out these images. A bird. Trees for the bird to live in. And a broader landscape. You see the connections? Our personal song we're singing to Jesus on the branch. And our home, our FaithWorks community that we're part of. And the broader world that we never should forget. Isn't that lovely? So now we are going to sign the covenants, and baskets are coming around. Daryl's going to send one around in this middle section, John in that section, and Darren in that section. Again, you can talk amongst yourselves as you sign. There's adult ones in there, kid ones in there. There's a pen. Hold on to your signed covenant. There's enough copies for you to take a blank one home if you want to reference it, but it's also on the website. So whatever you want to do. But the signed covenants, just hang on to, and when you leave, just put them on the back table by the treasure box out there, okay? So again, just chat amongst yourselves, then we're going to have a closing song and a benediction.